Welcome to MATTO'S MANIA episode. What have we got for you today? We have got a new box. We have got two books. Mega City Oceania. We have got Mega City Oceania, which was a game that came in a very big box. It was a nice box. This was a difficult build. It's not a very nice build that I've made. I haven't put that much love into it. I'll talk about the game a bit later. But if I store the game this way, I have saved almost 2/3 of the space. It uses just over 1/3 of the space of the original box. That is a huge box. That is a huge shelf spacing. So what a brilliant box. And it's come out better than I thought anyway. So let's show you the box first. Let's see. This is the top of the box. Mega City Oceania. It came in a square box. That's why I've had to put these blue bits down the edge. I think they look okay. This is becoming a standard thing in my box making when I'm converting square boxes into oblong boxes. I prefer the oblong box shape. This is what I do. Now let's have a look at the end. That looks quite nice, I think. It's a bit bitty. I had to cut up the side to make it go in there. It's a bit bitty, but it looks alright. It's the same on the other side. Exactly the same. That's okay. But now we've got a problem. What have we got? Oh no! Oh no! All it does is it says Mega City. The game isn't called Mega City, it's Mega City Oceania, but I couldn't get it on the side. Not without making it look stupid. And it looks so much better with Mega City. So I just went Mega City. I don't care. Because this game is a good game. And I enjoy the game. And it is almost... This game could have been my favourite game ever. But it wasn't. I'll talk about that later. It could have been. It's all so close. But anyway. And on the other side we've got Mega City. That's all we've got. It looks okay. It's a very blue box. It's come okay. Let's open this. What a lovely action. What a beautiful action. Oh! What have I done? I folded the rules. Oh my God, I folded the rules. But the rules were square. It's not going to fit in there. I would have had to make a square box. I didn't want to make a square box because making these saves so much more room on the shelf. And this is one of these annoying rule books. Look, I hate rule books like this. I really don't like rule books like this. Look in a rule and it takes up the whole table to look up the rules. I really don't like rules like this. So, I folded the rules. How dare I do that? I do not care. I folded the rules because it's only a sheet of paper badly folded anyway. Damn those rules. I folded. Now, let's have a look at it. What have I got? I didn't give this box that much love because I'll explain why later. But what do we have here? We have tiles. We have some tiles in here. I've held these together quite simply, just with a couple of bits stuck in there, and that actually holds them. That's a very efficient way of holding those tiles. I think that's a new one I've done. Whenever I get hexagonal tiles, I think I'm going to use this technique again. They fit in there perfectly. This is another reason why I made it this size box, because things like this fit in there perfectly. And look, the bag fits in there perfectly. This is why I made this size, and this is why I folded the rules, because it fitted so nicely into here. Got those on there. This little board, I don't know what it does, can't remember, but it just goes on there, that's fine. Then I've got these tokens in here. They're just bunged in there, willy-nilly, bung them in there. They've got my plastic jobby to round off the corners, so you just pull them out as you need them. Then I've got a little basic little box to hold some nice brightly coloured cubes in, and a tuck box for the cards, which aren't the nicest cards. And then what have I got here? It's all bunged in there. I could not be bothered to try and work out the system of putting them all in there neatly, but in the reality, bits like that, sometimes you just got to chuck them in there and it's fine. It actually makes it all a lot easier than making bits you've got to put them all in there properly and bung them in there. Everything sits on top of those two long pieces that measure the height of your buildings. It all sits on top of there. It's all fine. Everything is held in there. Right. This is a bag of bits. This is a bag of bits. Now, I considered various options for these bag of bits. I thought to just have them loose in the bag, loose in the box, and then it's easier. You can shake the box and they all fit in there nicely, and then you can pour them out into the bag. because I didn't think I'd be able to get them in the bag. But the reality is I can fit them in the bag. You do have to willy-nilly them about a bit like this, which is quite annoying, but it's actually really easy. There, look, I've done it already, and that is quite safe. That is it. We put the folded rules on there, and that is the box. That is Mega City Oceania. We can shake it around like this. Do the shake test. I always forget to do that in my video, so you stays and we shaking the box. And everything is in the same place. That's why one reason these boxes are great. Apart from they save so much space, you can shake them around like this, and they're fine. And look at that action, and you could stand up like that, and it's fine, and everything stays in place. That's why I make these boxes. Save the space is the main thing. Now, Mega City Oceania, the game, I'm not going to talk about it that much, but this game is where you build this amazing city, and it's the dexterity game with gaming aspects, thinky aspects, and you float your bits into a big city. I'm not doing a very good job of explaining it because I've done no prep. I never do preparations for these videos. I just turn the camera on and I just do them, and they come out how they come out. And sometimes they're rubbish and sometimes they're quite good, and this is not a particularly good one. But this game, where you build the city, what can I say? It's just a bit of a fluffy game. Whereas if the game was more serious, it would be an amazing game. But it's not. You've got to pick bits out of the bag, and you can feel the size of the bits that you kind of need and some of the rules. And the idea of the game is that you play it with a bit of a fluffy attitude, and you just enjoy it and enjoy mucking around, and it's fun. And that is fine. And I really like the game playing like that when it was fun. But if it had some more incentive to try and create amazing looking buildings and build architectural features, it would be so much better if it had that Euro aspect of working for your victory points, plus then the dexterity aspect of floating your city, and it would be amazing. But what happens is you get to play this with certain people, and they just don't care what the buildings look like. They just get 4 big things, and they put them, bang them on the tile because they're really solid, and there's no love put into the making of the buildings because there's no point. You just do it really solid and you put it out there and get a few points. But if they made it so you could make buildings look amazing by the only thing that they do really is the height. You get bonuses for making a nice high building, which makes you want to make buildings. But if you don't go for that height, you just make some splatty old building and it still looks amazing. But think how amazing it would be if you could be more of an architect to make lovely looking buildings. But that's it. This is so close to being my favourite game ever. If only it was a bit more thinky and a bit more Euro-y mixed with that brilliant dexterity there is, it could be amazing. It could be an amazing game. But as it is, it's just a game I enjoy. I like it. That is why I've not put that much love into the box. But I didn't put much love into the box, but it's come out really nice. That's lovely, because I didn't think I'd be able to make it really nice, because there was some very hard decisions I had to make, especially with that thing like the Mega City. That was a hard decision. I spent ages thinking about that Mega City bit, and I just didn't know what to do. And I just went for it, and I'm quite happy with it. Because sometimes with things like that, you've got to think, and you don't know what to do, and you don't know what to do. But sometimes the more time you spend thinking, quite often you come out with a result you like. And if you didn't spend that time thinking and going, oh, what should I do, I would have come out with a result I didn't like. But I came out with a result I like. That is Mega City Oceania. Look how little that space takes on the shelf. Whereas before it was in this massive box that it didn't need to be in. Oh my god, I wonder if they'll ever make an expansion for it. All I do then. But I don't think they will, because I don't think it sold that well. Thank you very much for watching. There's Mega City Oceania. Goodbye.